Hello, Instagram. I am live on Instagram and I am live on YouTube. So whichever you prefer. I feel like I should close this a little bit. That might help. Okay. So I just finished washing my hair. I've been letting it sit in this towel for about 15 minutes. I like to let my hair sit in the towel for a little while before I go ahead and retwist. I don't want my hair to be dripping wet, and I don't like to over squeeze my hair. I don't like to over squeeze the water out of my hair because that causes thinning over time. And as you know, or as you may know, my locks are pretty old. My locks are over 14 years old. So I like to be gentle with them. Plus they're color treated, so I like to be gentle with them. But they've been towel drying for about 15 minutes, and now I feel like a lot of the water got to the end, so I'm gonna squeeze the ends just a bit. Then I'm gonna go ahead with my moisturizing and my retwist, and I'll be using my products, of course. Hi, Carolyn. Thanks for coming. Hi, Kenya. How's everybody doing? How's everybody on YouTube? How's everybody on Instagram? So I haven't twisted my hair in a little while, so I got my work cut out for me a bit. But one thing about my hair, though, my roots stay trained. My roots are always, well, I should say my parts. My parts are always on point. And I retwist once to twice a month. Earlier on in my journey, I retwisted every 2 weeks, like clockwork. But as my locks have gotten more mature, I am less anal about that. So I have my rose water moisturizer, which I need to refill it. So I'm gonna refill it right now. Hey, Juanetta. Hey, girl. Hi, Muhammad. So as you know, I do have the rose water moisturizers on my shop, and I sell the refills. So for those of you who don't want the spray bottle, or maybe you already have a spray bottle, you can just get the refill by itself. But yeah, this is no game. This is a game changer, I should say. Yes, Squeaky. This is the rose water moisturizer for those of you on Instagram, for those of you on YouTube. Ooh, it's available on my shop. And it's formulated to help your hair stay hydrated for a longer period of time. So, me personally, I don't have to spray my hair daily. A lot of people like to spray their hair daily, but I find there to be no need because it keeps my hair hydrated for so long. But that's all going to be dependent on how brittle and how dry your hair tends to be. So, yeah. So that's the rose water moisturizer on my left half. Okay, once I'm done with this part, I'm going to use my horsehair leaf growth oil to seal in the moisture. Right? And so if anybody coming in has any hair questions, it's a great time. If not, then you can just watch me retwist. And I only have an hour to give because I have things to do. So hopefully I get done in an hour. Oh wait, not yet. Oil. Okay. Hopefully I'm done in an hour. Squeaky says, do dyeing your hair hurt your hair? It can. It can if you're not doing it properly, and it can if you have poor aftercare. So you can't just be concerned about the dyeing process and then let it go. You have to also be concerned about how you are treating your hair after you dye it. You want to make sure that... I took off the cover and I can't find it, so we're just doing it like this. You have to make sure that your hydration routine, your conditioning routine is on point, especially if you bleach it or if you go lighter with your dyes. You know, when you're going lighter with dyes, the dye has bleach in it. Whether it's a little bit or a lot of it, there's bleach in it. So that can be really damaging to hair if you are not taking care of it properly. Mike says, should you get a retwist once a month? It depends on your hair texture, your hair type. So I'm going to get a little scientific. Well, not really scientific, but I'm going to get really like specific, right? So if you have coarse hair, coarse means your hair strands are thick. So it's not about the texture as far as 4C, Mike. 4C means you have tightly coiled, kinky hair, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about how thick the individual strand is. The individual strand, how thick that piece of hair is. If it's thicker, it's called coarse. And that means that it is naturally a bit stronger than somebody who has fine hair. So fine hair is strands that are really thin, right? So if you have thin strands, which I have a lot of thin strands, you benefit more from retwisting more often. Why is that? Retwisting more often keeps your hair reinforced and stronger. So not necessarily stronger, but the fact that it's reinforced makes it safer. It's less likely to break from you massaging it or applying your oils or just manipulating it, right? Or even just the weight of your hair pulling against it. So when your hair is fine, you will benefit from retwisting maybe once a month. And that's the reason why I retwist once to twice a month, because I have fine hair. So I hope that made sense. So if you have coarse hair, then you can go for very long periods of time without retwisting your hair and have no issues, right? So I hope I explained that well. Entitled to Wisdom says, hi, my strands are very fine and my hair stays dry. Yeah, okay, well, when it comes to how coarse or how fine our hair is, that's really just the cards we're dealt. But as far as your hair being dry, you have the complete power to moisturize your hair. So I would recommend that you step up your moisturizing routine. And if you need help on your moisturizing routine, I have a quiz on my website now. So take the Moisture Matters quiz and it'll help you gauge where you are and how you can moisturize better. You're welcome, Mike. Entitled to Wisdom says, I moisturize with rose water and your emu oil. But how? Amazing. What do you mean, but how? But how what? How to moisturize? Take that quiz, and it'll give you step-by-step directions. The quiz is on my website. It's on KeishaCharmaine.com. The quiz is called the Moisture Matters quiz, and you'll see it. Shy says, oops. Big hi from London, England. Love the hair. Please check out some of my styles. Shout outs to Shy Hair by Shy in London. Thanks for joining. Yes. Yeah, so I have a whole lot of tips on that. So I don't want to just brush over that answer because I have spent a lot of time cultivating the best tips for hydrating your strands, hydrating your locks. So definitely take that quiz. It is on KeishaCharmaine.com. And you will get a long list of recommendations. And, take what works best for your lifestyle and your preferences. All right. Any more questions? I'm going to be on here for the duration of my retwist. Hopefully I'm off by 2 p.m. because I have errands to run. Zenny says, do you spray while twisting? I only spray if I find that my hair is getting dry throughout the process. So basically, if I'm taking too long to get finished, or maybe when I started, my hair was already pretty dry. Maybe I was towel drying it for too long. But generally speaking, I only end up having to spray the front because I start from the back. That's always been easiest for me, to start from the back. Yes, and for those of you wondering, I am using the Love Light and Locks gel. I showed you all. I totally forgot to show you the gel. I showed you the rose water and the horsetail that I applied, but then I just started answering your questions. But I'm using the horsetail leaf. I'm using the Love Light and Locks gel. By the way, this is important, y'all, especially if this is a product that you love. I highly, highly, highly recommend that you grab yours right now while it's on sale. It is half off right now. Grab as many as you can because they are almost sold out. And once they're sold out, they won't be returning anytime soon. They won't be returning until, God willing, 6 months. All right? I'm just being honest. Okay? It is going to be available like through drops only because it's a process to create. I don't make it by hand. I did formulate it alongside a cosmetic chemist, to ensure that these are natural ingredients, but it is a process. It is a process, boy. So, yeah. So that's just an FYI. Muhammad says, did the event about Lock Heritage pass already? Inform me. The event, I believe you're referring to the event about bridging the gap between the veterans and the newcomers. That event is actually tomorrow at NYU. Thanks for bringing that up. That event is called The Pursuit of Nappiness. If you're in the New York City area, you can come. You can actually register to come. Make sure that you register. Don't just pull up because you won't be able to get in unless you register because there's limited capacity, right? But if you're not able to attend live, you can attend the Zoom. So, but you have to register for the Zoom. And I actually have the link in my description here on YouTube. So if you're watching on Instagram and you want the link, head over to my live YouTube video right now, my live YouTube stream right now, and you can access the link right there to register for the live Zoom community. What we call it? Town hall, community town hall tomorrow. That's gonna be interesting. Hi, Life and Faith. How goes it? Okay. So if there's not too many questions, that's great. That means I'm going to be able to focus on my retwist and get out of here faster because I have to do a post office drop and I have to run a couple other errands. And I don't want to be too late. So I'm just retwisting now. But if you have any questions, feel free to drop them. I'll keep my eyes on the chat. Oh, but I don't know if I let you guys know already, but right now we have our early Black Friday sale going on KeishaCharmaine.com. You can save up to 85% off select products, so make sure you check out the site KeishaCharmaine.com. Actually, I forgot to pin that comment right here. Is it still my clipboard? Yes, it is. Let me pin that. Muhammad, you not forget about them songs. I completely forgot about them songs, and I can't find the paper that I wrote them on. Every time I come live, he's like, "Did you hear them songs? The Korean Bailey Ray songs?" If the songs are really that important, please write them again because maybe this time I will remember. Maybe this time I'll remember. Hey, everybody coming in on Instagram. And I know it probably would be easier if I were to tie my hair up out of my way, but for some reason I feel like it slows me down whenever I do that, because I have to like readjust and readjust. But hi Nubian Queen Bee. How's it going? I haven't been live in a long time. I feel like it's probably been a month or so. Like, well, I was live 2 days ago, right, with Kafele, but other than joining somebody else's live, I haven't been live. Okay, Red Horse, do you ever think of me? Okay, Red Horse, do you ever think of me? I'll screenshot that. Maybe that'll help. Okay. Sorry if I just paused the stream. I just screenshotted the comment so I could remember. But I really want to speed through this. Nubian says it's going well. How about you? I'm going pretty good. It's 1:23. I love when I see consecutive numbers on the clock like that. But yeah, it's still pretty early, but I've gotten a lot done. I got up a little bit early this morning, but then I went back to sleep, and then I got back up, and it was still pretty early. So I've had a productive day so far, and I have some more productivity on my agenda. And today is Wednesday? Today is Wednesday, isn't it? Good afternoon, Sharita. How are you? For those of you coming in, it's a great time to get your hair questions answered. I haven't been live in a while. Now I'm back. So as you can see, I use palm rolling. I'm good. I'm enjoying my day off. Oh, nice. You got an off day. You got an off day. Although I work from home, I don't take any days off. I mean, it's been a long time since I've taken a day completely off. Like, no. I feel like I work around the clock. Even when I'm sleeping, I feel like I'm working. Yeah. But yes, I hope that you do enjoy your day off. Thank you, 3 Ahmed. Thank you. Candace says, how often do you... Oh, no. What do you do? My contacts. I need new contacts. What do you do with your hair after a trim? How often do you trim? My hair, I keep it in a... Well, depends. If I'm just doing a little trim like that, I will throw it away. But if it's like a longer piece of hair, I'll collect it in my little Ziploc baggie. And you may have seen that I created a lock bang clip-in with my trimmed hair. So that's the only thing that I've actually done with any of my trimmings. I made a hair piece with it. But other than that, they just stay in their Ziploc bag where they're safe. Hi, Gabrielle. Oh, and how often? Usually as needed. Like if I see one thinning too much and I don't want to save it, which is most of the time, I'll go ahead and trim it. But it's not like clockwork or anything. Or if I feel like my hair is getting too long at this point, because I'm not letting my hair get as long as it got before. I'm not letting it get as long as it got before. Like back when my hair at its longest was like thigh length in my thighs, like past my butt, like into my thighs, and it was just too much. I'm already a tall girl. It was too much for me. Nubian says, oh wait, oh wow, now the comments are coming in kind of fast. Wait, hold up. Okay, Muhammad says, do you feel like promoting your vitamin? Sure. I have a new vitamin. It's called Kashavi. It's a hair, skin, and nails vitamin. It's amazing. I've worked on it for a while now, and it's available now, but it's currently at its introductory price. You can get it now with free shipping. So it's, of course, it has natural ingredients, or else I wouldn't be pushing it. You know what I mean? So definitely check it out. You can get it at my shop as well. So thanks for the alley-oop. I don't know if I have it nearby. It's not nearby. But yes, I take it every day, although sometimes I'm really bad with supplements and sometimes I'll forget, but I take it almost every single day. Because it is important to be considerate of, nurturing our hair health from the inside and not just with products and external maintenance. It's so important that we are eating well, and even when we can't get the best nutrition from our food, it's important that we take our supplements. So Ingrid McCoy says, hello, Miss Charmaine. This is Ingrid. I had locks about 2 years ago. I had to cut them all off because they started breaking off at the root, and I think it was from me retwisting. Because I wanted them to look nice. So I know what to do now. Okay, so that sounds to me like you have a more coarse texture of hair. So when you have coarser hair, retwisting too often will cause that effect. It will cause the breakage at the root. You didn't say how often is too often, but I'm assuming you meant like multiple times a month, like maybe 2, 3, 4 times a month. I don't know. But it can be excessive when you don't have fine hair. The most I've retwisted in a month with no issue was actually 3 times. And that's, again, because I have fine hair. Fine hair thrives with more frequent retwists. Now, let's not get crazy and retwist every day or nothing like that. But you'll be okay with every 10 to 14 days even. You'll be just fine if your hair is fine. Did I get that? Okay. Is it good to use grease on your locks? No, Sharita, no. No, grease causes product buildup. Now, I understand that a lot of people like grease on their scalp. Now, consider what is your goal. Is your goal just to not have dandruff? Sure, grease is great for that. Grease does work for that. But if your goal is to have clean locks, grease causes product buildup. It's not water. It's not water based, so it doesn't wash out easily. They're usually petroleum based. They don't wash out as easily, so we don't want buildup. Okay, when you use the crochet hook for the first time, did you watch tutorials to help show you, or did you already know how to use it on your locks? I watched tutorials. That's how I learned how to use a crochet needle. Linda says, hey, should you even try to oil your scalp if you have seborrheic dermatitis? I have to wash my scalp more often. You have to figure out what works for you. So somebody with seborrheic dermatitis might thrive with certain oils, and maybe you don't. So you have to really figure out what works for you. So that's not something I can answer with a yes or no. Ingrid says, my hair is short and I'm using a twist brush. Okay, nice. How you're retwisting your hair. I was doing the same thing, but my locks broke off at the root. Okay, yeah, so again, Miss Ingrid, you were probably doing it too much for your hair type. Candace says, do you still have your original grid? I do. Let me go to these comments. I was missing a lot of them. Thank you. Compliments. Kilolo. That name always cracks me up because I'm Martin. But Kilolo says, do you always use just your hands or sometimes a comb? How do your parts stay clean? I always use my hands. I never use a comb. I don't think I've ever attempted to use a comb on my hair myself. If I'm modeling and I have a loctician doing my hair for a photo shoot or a live modeling event or something, they tend to use combs. Locticians tend to use combs, but I never use a comb myself. So how do my parts stay so clean? It's because I retwist my hair so regularly. They're trained to stay clean. I retwist my hair once to twice a month. And for the first 8 years of my lock journey, I did it twice a month without fail. Without fail. How often do you wash your hair? I wash my hair every 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. But sometimes I just do it as I need. So maybe if after 2 weeks it feels okay, I'll let it, I'll hold it down for another couple of days. Or if I feel like I need to wash it sooner, I'll wash it sooner. So yeah, but something like that, in that area, in that range. Wait, let me orient myself. I feel like I'm starting to mix these up a little bit wrong. Wait, okay. I'm right here. Hemi Diva says, do you have thick hair? Not really. I think my hair is kind of medium. It's not very thick. It's not very dense. If you mean as far as the amount of hair on my head, is my hair dense? Then I wouldn't, not really. I think it's kind of regular. It's not super thick. But it's not thin either. Or, yeah, it's not thin either. Do you brush your locks? I haven't brushed them in a long time, but I used to brush them whenever I was preparing to get into the shower to wash it. Because if there's any lint on the surface of your hair, that's the best time to brush your hair, in my opinion. Because that's when you can get rid of lint. But as far as brushing my hair to make it look neat and pretty, I never do that. That's not what I use the brush for. I see some people doing that on social media, and I think it's a bad practice. Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my scalp. It's been extremely itchy, even after I've washed and oiled it. Is this something that's newly occurring? Are you using a new oil? Are you using a new shampoo? Consider what's going on different for you right now. Also consider if you've been hydrating. Are you drinking enough water? Are you eating too much carbs, white carbs? Are you having too much sugar? Consider that oftentimes scalp issues are a result of internal. Lovely Vivi says, hey girl, hope you're good. Have you always palm rolled since the beginning? Comb coiled or had crochet interlocking had done? So my locks were started with comb coils. But I have interlocked a couple times in my 14 years. And under 5 times in all those 14 years I've interlocked. But I palm roll very, very regularly. And I've crocheted pieces, maybe pieces that were getting thin, from the ends. Maybe they were experiencing color damage and I wanted to try to save it or practice the technique. I've crocheted those. But in general, I'm a palm rolling girl. Muhammad says, just curious, but do you grow gray hair yet? I found one gray hair before. It was somewhere over here, but I can't find it anymore. I think it just got locked up in one of my locks. It's in the lock, so I can't find it. But that's as far as I've found on my head. That's as far, I haven't really examined for that. So there could possibly be one or two or something in the back. I don't know. But I don't dye my roots. Whenever like I freshen up my hair color, I just do the ends because my roots grow my roots grow in pretty black. So I probably don't really have any. I probably would have come across it. I don't know though. But I'll just say no for now. Ingrid says, Keisha Charmaine, this is Ingrid. I was wearing my hair short for about a year since I cut my locks, and I have the sides shorter than the top. I want to grow my locks back. My sister said I should cut all my hair so it could be even. It's up to you. What do you want to do? Do you want them all to be even? It's up to you. Okay, wait. I'm starting to like not go with the. I'm not doing this right. I usually like go like this section and go up, but I feel like I'm going like, and I'm missing some in the middle. I hope that makes sense. Okay, I got a feel for it. I would turn around and ask you guys to help me here, but I can't hear your responses. So I'm trying to get out of here. Told y'all I got work to do. I got errands to run. Okay. Do you use anything particular on your edges? Yes, I use the Emo Oil Growth Drops. I don't use it as regularly as I should, especially for someone who sleeps with my hair out and down. But I sleep on satin pillowcases, which I do offer on my shop. But I use those, I sleep on those pillowcases to keep my hair smooth as I go to sleep. But sometimes I'm bad, especially with like wearing hoodies and things like that. Yeah, the Emo Oil Growth Drops does help with thinning on hairlines, any problem areas. But if you meant as far as like styling, like this, I use the Love Light and Locks gel, which is also available on my shop for a limited time, because once it's sold out, it's not coming back for a while. So get it now while it's 50% off, because once it's sold out, it's not coming back for a while. How long does it take you to retwist your hair, love? It could take like an hour to an hour and a half. If I'm using gel, which is most of the time. If I'm not using gel, I can get it done in 30 minutes. And if I'm not using gel and I'm not on live, I can get it done in like 25 minutes. But reading you guys' questions, and it throws me off. So that does make me go slower. You have a blessed day too, Ingrid. You're welcome, Journey Ray Blue. Hemi Diva asks, how many locks do I have? I have 94. When I first started my locks, I had 120, but I combined several like along my hairline. I felt like when the lady started my locks, she didn't take into consideration that my hair is thinner around the hairline. So she made all the parts like the same size, but the locks didn't come out all the same size because my hair is thinner along the hairline. How long have you been locked so far? I have been locked for 14 and a half years now. Is it a half? Yeah, it's 14 and a half years. My lockiversary is May 15th. So this coming May 15th, it'll be 15 years. Thank you, Hemi Diva. Dub Corleone says, what's good, Keisha? Do you think it's okay to leave 2-strand twists in for a month or two to get the crinkles? Absolutely, but you don't need to keep it in for that long to get crinkles. But yeah, you can keep it in for an extended amount of time. I do recommend that you do wash your hair while they're in the twist though. I definitely have a YouTube video of me, or maybe a couple videos where I'm showing you how I wash my hair with my hair in twists, because I don't recommend going 2 months without washing your hair. So I would still wash my hair in those twists if it was, if I really wanted to keep those twists in. I would still make sure to wash it. Muhammad says, how much belief do you put into your gemstone jewelry that you have worn in the past? I don't believe in jewelry. Like, what? I don't have belief in my jewelry. Jewelry is it real or is it fake? And if you're referring to my gemstones, was it real? If it was real gemstones, then I valued them. If it was fake gemstones, then I did not value them. Thank you. Belief in its benefits. Oh, well, I'm not super knowledgeable in most benefits of gemstones. I mean, I know that they're stones. Real gemstones are, of the earth, right? So like, just like how plants have benefits, stones probably have benefits too, but I don't really use them for that. I think that they're pretty, and I use them for like aesthetics. They're pretty. I don't like meditate with stones and things like that. I don't do that. I don't knock it, but I don't personally do that. Dub Corleone, thank you so much. You've been so much help through my lock journey. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Gabrielle Williams says, wow, I remember when you first started. You were my lock inspiration. I'm going on 7 years locked. Nice. Congratulations. I love to hear that. Love to hear that. Feel free to ask your questions. Ask your questions while I'm live, because this doesn't happen very, very often. Ask your questions. Ask your questions. If there's no questions, then I'll just go talking. Tomorrow is the pursuit of nappiness at NYU. It is a community town hall where we are gathering to discuss how to bridge the gap between the elders and the youngsters in the natural hair community, as far as the professionals go, the educators go. I'll put a little bit too much gel right here. Yeah. So make sure that you register. The link to register, you can find the link to register in my description over on YouTube. So make sure you go to YouTube, see the description in my live video right now. It's good to see the vets still going strong. So many are cutting or combing out their locks. More power to them. That's their business, child. Carbon Beauty, Damo, beautiful place. Thank you. Thank you. Mia says, my 8-year locks are doing great due to all of your advice. I love that. 8 years. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Congratulations. Mohammed says, I just made 10 years freeform. I uploaded the video and I reflected on when you uploaded your 10-year. I must agree, it's not much hype like what one would assume. Did I say that? I don't know what did I mean by that. It's not much hype like one would assume. Well, I think as far as like achieving any milestone, like it's more hype, like just in anticipation. But when we actually hit that goal, it's never as like incredible or as like monument. Never feels as monumental as it felt while you were anticipating it. You know why that is? That's because it's about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey. It's about the process, you know? So while yes, we do want to achieve these goals, we want to achieve the goals, but it was never about that. This is not life. Message. Message. Tyler the Crocheter. That's a funny name. I like that. Queen and Sim says, damn, I've been watching you since I was in middle school. I'm 27 now. Oh, really? So that means you were watching from the beginning, huh? Because I started when I was a teenager. When I was like 18, 19 is when I started my channel. Well, when I started making lock content. Quite as it's kept. I first started making nail art videos in high school on YouTube. And then I pivoted to locks when I started my locks when I was 19. Queen and Sim says, started over twice, but I'm almost 2 years again. Nice. Nice. What were the reasons why you started over? Did you not like your parts? Did you not like the size? Did you just couldn't say committed? Like, what was your reason for starting over? I'm just curious. I'm just curious. It is 1:48. Muhammad says you should highlight some key points of your more than a hair journey book. Oh, I mean, I would have to do that with the book open in front of me because I haven't revisited that book in so long. I wrote that book when I was 25. That was a long time ago. Y'all can do the maths, okay? Y'all can do the math. The parting, yeah, the parting. That's understandable. Mia says, I love not using clips since my locks are waist length. Yeah. As soon as I was able to retwist my hair without using a clip, I was on it. I don't remember exactly at what point I was able to do that, like how far along, but maybe like 4 years in. I don't remember. Chastity says, hey Keisha, do you still have those nail art videos? I might. I'm not sure. I mean, I know they're still up, but are they visible to you? I don't know. They might be private. I had some it's funny because that's back in the day when YouTube didn't have to be all polished. So I had some really bootleg looking videos of me painting my nails, the Guyana flag I've won this galaxy design. I've won where I did these struggle zebra print on my toes, and that went semi-viral, but I guess it's because it's toes. Yeah, I know how people are. My toes aren't even that cute. They're not even that cute. They're alright. My toes are alright, but I guess, it was the times. It was the times, Like some page numbers. Yeah, I don't know the page numbers. Muhammad, I don't know the page numbers. Mia says, yes. Gabrielle says, I've thought about starting over so many times, but I feel like I'm in too deep now. What would be the reason that you started over? What would be the reason anyway? Why do you have that desire to start over? Why is that a desire of yours? Wetting with the rosewater moisturizer as it starts to get a little dry up at the front. I'm about halfway done and I'm trying to speed through the rest of this because I gotta go. But I'm not gonna not finish my hair, so I gotta finish this. So again, if those of you who have not registered yet, make sure you register to attend the community town hall Zoom tomorrow. That is where we'll be at NYU discussing and bridging the gap between the elders and the newcomers in the natural hair community and the lock community, or the industry, I should say, the lock industry. All right. So I'm sure that it's going to very much turn into a conversation about culture and keeping the culture and how we can do that and strengthen our community in that way. The event is at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you can't RSVP to attend in person, you can attend the Zoom. Just make sure you register. Make sure that you register. So that way you'll get the link sent to you. What else? If any of you, and I know a lot of you are because you guys have told me, and you're always telling me, if you are struggling with dry hair, I want you to take my assessment, take my quiz. It's a free, fun little quiz on my website on KeishaCharmaine.com. You can take that quiz and it'll help provide some guidance as far as maintenance tips and habits and things of that nature. Kafele, you just missed my third plug. Kafele just joined the live, the King of Lock. He is the curator of tomorrow's event. So definitely register. The link is in my description here on YouTube. If you're on Instagram and you need the link, you need to head over to Instagram for that. Head over to YouTube for that link. The King of Lock says, you look in community. As I am. Hi, Looney Moon. How often do you do hot oil treatments? Personally, when it comes to treatments, I don't do those things like clockwork. It really depends on how my hair feels. And I think that my hair moisturizing routine is pretty on point. I don't really need to do those things very often. I don't play around with my hair maintenance, but I will do it maybe like 3 times a year and I'll be all right. And I'll use the horsetail leaf growth oil doing that. How are you so fast? It takes me 4 hours at least, and I only have 80 locks. Because I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. That's why I do so fast. One crazy Praz says, I'm approaching my 1 month lock anniversary with lock extensions. What advice can you give me for sprays until I go back to my loctician? I don't have any lock extension advice. That is not my area of expertise. I don't know. I do not know. Extensions is not my thing. Muhammad says, Keisha, you have a lot of books. Are you more of a Barnes and Nobles or Amazon? Oh, you mean my books? I'm like, what? I only have 2 books. I'm thinking about the books that I publish. I'm like, I only have 2 books. But yes, well, back in the day, I loved going to Barnes and Nobles, and I would sit, and me and my friends would hang out. Not gonna hold you, we would just kick it in Barnes and Nobles after school sometimes, just because like we could. But I'm more of an Amazon girl these days. Cause I think that Barnes and Noble's closed down. Is anybody here from New York City? Do y'all remember that Barnes and Noble's downtown Brooklyn on Court Street? Is that still there? Cause Because I heard they closed down the movie theater that was over there. Now that movie theater, man, look. Me and my friends would go there after school, and it was really easy to movie hop. We would get a ticket for one movie, watch that movie, and then, oh, what is this theater showing? Oh, what is this theater showing? And we would just stay for a few hours watching a couple different movies. That was fun. That was fun. Their security was very lax in that way. But yeah, those are the days. But yeah, I don't know if that, so I guess nobody's here from New York. I don't know if that Barnes & Noble is still around. Muhammad said, I used to visit one from Brooklyn. I worked on J and Willoughby. I used to visit okay, so you know exactly the Barnes & Noble I'm talking about. J Street and Willoughby, that's the same general area. It's more by Borough Hall in that area, but yeah, it's the same general area. Oh boy. Oh, I had to unmarry 2 locks just now. Mm-hmm. Rebecca says, I love those days. I did that too. Yes. Hinga says, love from Nairobi, Kenya. Your locks are really healthy. Thank you. They are. I do not play with my maintenance. And if anyone is needing some advice on their maintenance, especially regarding moisturizing, definitely head over to my website and take the Moisture Matters quiz. And based on your results, I'll recommend some tips for you. Gabrielle says, I'm in upstate New York. We have a lot of Barnes & Nobles. Oh, okay. I just know there's one in particular that I used to go to, but I heard it was closed down. I'm just that one. I didn't mean Barnes & Nobles as a company. I just meant like a location. Hi Rochelle, how are you? I used to load a van from Elizabeth, New Jersey, and make drops in New York for vendors. Okay. CDs and DVDs. Okay. That's what's up. Honest living. Okay, so I'm about a third. I got a third left. I want it to be done by now, but that's all right. I've been doing this for 50 minutes, I believe. 50 minutes. 50 minutes. All right, let's go. Come on now. You got this, Keish. You got this, Keish. Sometimes you gotta encourage yourself, you know? You got this, Keish. My shoulders are hurting, but it's all right because you got this, Keish. I want some tea. I want some ginger tea. Your shoulders should be rewarded with a shake. I need to get this done. I gotta go. So y'all, I'm trying to get this done in 10 minutes. You think I can do it in 10 minutes? 10 minutes? I think I can do it. I can do it. So for the next 10 minutes, if you have any more questions, ask me now. Because I'm going to get off of here. It's 2 o'clock. The post office closed at 5. I have some work to do. And I have a couple places I gotta go, things I gotta grab, errands to run, you know. But if you rather just, you know, watch me pep talk myself through this last 10 minutes, then that's okay too. Muhammad, you all right? I can read the chat and twist at the same time. It's just that when it's you know, really long messages, I gotta focus. That's kind of throwing me off. But I don't mind your little 2-line messages. It's all right, Muhammad. Rochelle says, doing good. My daughter Ebony reached for my hair with your locking gel last week. We did each other's. Oh, that's so nice. That's so nice. You know, I do my mom's hair, but she doesn't do mine. So, but shout out to my mom. Shout out to my mom. But I'm glad that you use my locking gel. I'm glad that you like it. Right now it's on sale. It's 50% off. It's 50% off on my shop. If you get on Amazon, it's full price. But if you get on my shop, it's 50% off. And you should know that once it sells out, and it's in low quantity right now. Once it sells out, it won't be returning for... Miss me? I know you can see me for a little bit. It won't be returning for several months. So definitely, if this is a gel that you really like or that you really want to try soon, make sure you get yours now or stock up on yours now, because it's not going to be back for a while. And I can't even like promise you a date or anything. It's a lot that goes into the production of that gel. I work really hard on that gel. It takes a lot, and I may need... I don't want to overshare, but yeah, just know that it may take some time. I'm glad you do, Rochelle. I appreciate it. Whew. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the hearts. Oh, I was about to say, that is not my honey. That's my homie. But he's doing well. Last I heard, I haven't spoken to him a little bit, but I trust he's doing very well. Thanks for asking. LMAO. Yes, it is important to have a good support system, Muhammad. Absolutely. It gets really hard when you're doing things off of your own encouragement alone. We all need people. We all need people. So everybody remember that when you want to burn some bridges. Remember, we need people. We're communal people. And I'm not saying certain people don't deserve that bridge to be burned. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying be mindful. Because sometimes people can like go overboard with cutting off people. But if you think you're lonely now, wait until tonight. And that's what you're going to be singing if you keep cutting off everybody. Keep cutting off everybody for the littlest, infractions. Is that the right word? Yes, Rebecca, I'm not saying what I think. I'm saying what I know. I'm saying what I know. You know what they say? Young fools turn into old fools. I got that from Martin. Do you remember the episode of Martin? Do y'all remember the episode of Martin where like, okay, so Gina was moving to Chicago, was it, or New York? She was moving away for a job opportunity, and the only reason why she would stay was if she was, if she and Martin were getting married. Martin felt like it was pressure, like he didn't want to propose to her because, he wanted to do it on his timeline. So he thought that she wasn't really going to go to the job. He thought that she wasn't really going to take the job, but like she was plotting just to get him to propose. So it was like right before her flight, she's like, yo, Martin, like I'm about to go right now. Like my apartment is all packed up. Luggage is gone. And then Martin is like, okay, Gina, you've plotted, you've schemed. I will marry you. Are you happy now? And of course she's brokenhearted. And she takes her ass down to the airport. And he's like, what? Oh my gosh. She really just left me. But I proposed to her like she wanted. And then in the next episode, right? I promise there's a reason why I'm telling this story. So in the next episode, right? When, so now he's by himself, he's lonely, and he has a whole bunch of random people like chilling in his apartment, right? And one of the people was an older black man, right? And the older black man could tell that Martin was like, I guess like grieving a relationship. So he's kind of like asking him, yo, what's wrong? And Martin is kind of like, man, I messed up with my lady. She's gone. She left me. And the old man is kind of like, make it right. You still young. Make it right now. Because young fools end up old fools. Basically what he's saying is when you make these mistakes when you're younger, if you don't correct them, you're going to just end up being an old fool, right? Basically. I don't know. Why am I telling y'all like y'all don't know the story? Y'all remember he eventually proposed to Gina the correct way. He had, what's his name? Brian McKnight come and sing and all that. But yeah. So the reason why I just told that episode synopsis or whatever was because Muhammad was saying, how it's important for you to have a support system. And then I was saying how, like you gotta, nurture your relationships and your friendships. You can't keep cutting off people for the littlest thing because you'll end up alone. And if you don't rectify that stuff now, you'll end up an old fool. Because you're being a young fool right now, but you're going to end up an old fool. So that's where I was going with that. Hemi Diva says, what made you want to do your reties? How you always wanted to do them. Huh? Oh, like what made me want to do them myself? Oh, well, initially, money. initially money, but also I'm a crafty person. Like, I'm a DIY girl. So that's pretty much it. That's just like, I just do a lot of things myself. Like, I did my own nails for a long time, like the nail art, all that, anything that you could think of that you could go get a service done, I probably can do it because I'm just a crafty person. Mom said I grew up unplugged for most of my days. I'm 38 now. It's funny because you went the extra mile for me to not relate. If you didn't get the reference, that's okay. I know my point was received somewhere. Somebody got the reference. But are you still unplugged? Because it's not too late to watch Martin. It's not too late. It's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. Martin. Okay, so it's been 10 minutes and I'm still doing this. I feel like it's been 10 minutes. I don't even remember what the time was when I said 10 minutes. But I still got a chunk of hair to do. Beauty4 says, I needed to hear that. I messed up a lot and I'm learning now and I will take that advice, mama. I'm so happy somebody heard it. You see, Muhammad, somebody received the message. I appreciate that, Beauty4. Yes, and it's something that we all have to reflect on ourselves sometimes, especially if we're like a no-nonsense type of person that we like to cut people off all easy. That's just a recipe to be alone. You have to like learn how to let things go. Like let people off the hook sometimes. Like, let it go. Like, it's not always that serious. Just remember, it's not always that serious. Again, not always. Sometimes it is that serious. But you have to really assess each situation. Like, so if it's not that serious, let it go. Let them go. I mean, not let them go. Like, let it go. And don't be so emotional. Like, don't take it personal. Like, just let it go. But cutting off everybody will just make you lonely. Again, that doesn't apply to every situation. Some people need to get cut off. Okay? Okay, Muhammad, I understand. You don't. You may not like Martin very much. Levisu. Yes, I don't use clips on myself. I haven't for several years. Ow, that was a little tight. Ow. Do you have a routine pattern when you're retwisting your hair? I go from the back to the front. So the back is done. I think you just came. I'm not sure if I saw you in the chat earlier. I started in the back and I'm making my way to the front. So I'm almost done. I just have this little chunk of hair right here. Is that what you meant? I'm not sure if I answered your question properly. Yes. You've spoken the truth. We should be more inclined to pardon each other. Yeah, a lot of us would just have like a victim mindset, or like, oh, this person is victimizing me. They did this to me. They did this to me. It's not even always personal. Like, not only is it not always personal, but sometimes it was a complete accident and they have no idea that they did this or that or whatever. Levis, you said, I do the same. What about retwist direction? I always retwist clockwise. So I'm not sure if you're seeing the accurate like direction that I'm twisting in. But what I will say is this is my right hand. That might help you orient. Because I see on YouTube, it seems like it's mirror image. Yeah, but no. IG is mirror image, but YouTube is like flip. So, yeah, this is my right side. And I retwist clockwise. So, this is clockwise. I'm almost done. And yes, for those of you who did not know, we have our early Black Friday sale going on, up to 85% off select items. You don't have to search the whole site through to find out what's on sale. Just go to the website, click the top announcement bar, and that'll take you directly to all the sale items. So definitely head over to KeishaCharmaine.com and support your girl. Because if you don't support, I'm shutting my YouTube down. I am deleting my Instagram, and I am moving into the mountains. If you don't shop, I am moving into the mountains. Loveazoo says, oh my God, I can't because I'm right-handed. It feels weird. I'm right-handed too. I'm right-handed. I am right-handed. That's the way that is generally recommended to retwist clockwise, because our hair coils out of our follicle clockwise. So, yeah. But if you've been having your locks for however many years and you haven't been doing it that way, you don't need to just start doing it the other way. Do what works best for you. What is most important is that you don't go back and forth from direction to direction. Like, if you retwist clockwise this time, don't try to retwist next time counterclockwise. Just pick a direction and then go. Just know that clockwise is just the most natural direction to choose. Rebecca says, I just saw that. Yep, I will be making my purchase. Please stay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I'll stay if you guys shop the Black Friday sale. If you guys don't shop the Black Friday sale, I'm deleting my Instagram, deleting my YouTube, and moving to the mountains. Or maybe I move to a beach. Okay. Oh, Rochelle, yes. I'm glad that your question came right when I was answering it. Gabrielle says, great seeing you, Keisha. I have to go pick up my baby from school, but I will check out your site soon. I need a moisturizer and emu oil. Thank you so much, Gabrielle. Have fun picking up your baby. Thanks for joining. JY says, let me go grab some rose water. Yes, because if you don't, I am deleting my Instagram, deleting my YouTube, and moving to a beach. Moving to a beach, and I'm just marry some Rastafarian that I find. That is if y'all don't shop. Muhammad says, you've done a great job with your crown. You are a very patient person, and it pours in other areas of life, I can tell. I appreciate you affirming me right now, Muhammad, because sometimes I don't believe that, but it is true. And I receive that. Thank you very much. Okay. 5 more left. It is 2:20. Jeez. Y'all got me on here for over an hour. Oh, I can't see how long have I been here on YouTube, because the StreamYard is not showing me the time frame. But can y'all tell me how long I've been on live on YouTube, please? Could somebody tell me? Somebody please tell me how long I've been on live on YouTube. I feel like, am I tripping? I feel like Instagram used to tell you how long you were on live. Or maybe that never happened. Maybe it never did that. But I feel like that would be helpful if YouTube would tell you, if Instagram would tell you how long you've been live. Do my shoulders hurt? Yes, they do. About 70 minutes. Thank you, Muhammad. 70 minutes. Okay. That's definitely longer than I wanted, but it's not that much longer than I wanted. Okay. It's my right shoulder in particular that's doing me in. Whoo. Wah. Oh. Wah. Okay. This is the penultimate lock, right? And now this is the finale. All right. Rebecca says, you have such a pleasant personality. This is my least favorite part of maintenance. Thank you so much. And yes, this is my least favorite too. G says, I'm late to the party. How many locks do you have? 94 locks. I just retwisted 94 of them. 94 for 94. Oh. I just put my hand right in my gel, but it's all right. It's all natural. Thank you so much for joining the party, everybody. And Muhammad says, now it's time for so long, but we'll sing one last song. Thank you. Thank you for everybody who joined my live this afternoon. Sending blessings your way. Have a great rest of your day. Y'all know where to find me. Here and on KeishaCharmaine.com. All right. And remember, register for the Zoom tomorrow for the community town hall. Okay. The link is in the description on my YouTube video, the live YouTube video. All right. Everybody have a wonderful rest of your day.